Hello again and welcome to Nitro Talk. In a upcoming episode, I've focused a lot on big blocks. My main thing, me personally, is 8-scale buggy engines, bump start 21s, but I do have a large collection of small blocks, and I'm going to do a few videos on small blocks now to kind of even things out. So my next video coming up is going to be on this fs-18 classic RTR engine. Comes in a lot of Red Cat vehicles, stuff like that. Great engine, in my opinion. A great pull start RTR 18. But today's video is going to be on these three here. This is your OS CBR 18. Classic, my favorite word. Made by OS, obviously, and very, very popular engine. This is actually a drop-in setup for T-Max. Has a T-Max mount, T-Max clutch bell, pipe, everything's set up to drop right into a T-Max. So I have that sitting on my shelf like that, so that's the reason why that's like it is. But so again, that's the OS CBR 18. This is the Tamiya fs-18sr 3.0 18 engine. And then that is the Duratrax DTX 18 nitro engine. But as you can tell, if you take a look at them, these are the same engines. Slightly variant. The sleeves aren't identical, and as you can see, the OS original one, it's kind of like a shiny cut there, whereas these are dull, not shiny. But look at those crankcases. Japan, Japan, Japan. And even I noticed something. So the Duratrax one has a fixed carburetor where the bolts bolt through and directly into the carburetor, so the carburetor is fixed. It doesn't move at all. And the other two have a standard pinch bolt where you can loosen the pinch bolt and adjust the carburetor. But what I noticed was, even on the one with the fixed carburetor, it still has, see this bulge right here in the mold where the pinch bolt goes. This engine still has the bulge there where the pinch bolt would be, even though it doesn't have it. So these are three variations of the OS 18 engine. This one had some head damage and the top fin or two was removed. This one actually has, this is not the original Duratrax head on it. I'm going to give someone an opportunity to try to identify that head if anyone can. But yeah, OS made engines for a lot of companies. They put, the company's own name on them, and then, even like Tamiya, okay, they had OS make this engine for them, but they had Novarossi also make engines for them. They had, I believe, Force made the FX32 Tamiya engine that was in the Nitrage. I believe that was a Force. So companies can have different manufacturers make engines for them, and different manufacturers can make engines for different companies. That's the way it was. Not a whole lot of small block this stuff going on anymore. Really all you find nowadays is RTR stuff like that, and HSP really cheap 18s. The time of the really good 15, 18, small block engines was back in these days. It's not really anymore. But And yeah, you noticed. Now these, I've been collecting engines for a long time. I think I've had all of these for 5-6 years at least. This was something that I did back in the day when I put an engine up. I always put it in a Ziploc. I have a little card with, I put information and date. If I do something to the engine, I write it on the card. And of course, every single bag gets a desiccant packet to keep moisture out. You got to take care of these things, people. Of course, we collect these engines because we like them, and you want to keep them in good shape. Like, look at that CBR head. I've probably got, I think I have 3 or 4 of these OS CBRs, and I think this is the only one with a perfect head. They usually, you know, got a scratch or two. By the time they come to me, they usually got a scratch or two. But, oh man, look at that. Just shining in the light. I love these engines. Who could tell? All right, guys. Everyone, people, see you next time.